So welcome to all in lecture number 10 of module 2, that is how to live in relationship. In previous lecture we studied Yam and Niyam. Before that we studied Eightfold Path, and in this lecture we are going to study another formulation, that is wealth, wishes, natural laws and liberation. So let's see how this formulation is going to help us to live in harmony. So the formulation, right understanding, wealth, wishes, liberation, as recognized as the process as well as result, outcome. So we are going to discuss this formulation from the point of view of outcome. The outcome means achievement. So we will study all these four principles: right understanding of natural law, wealth, wishes and liberation. So what would be the correct order? Correct order is this. First, I have to ensure right understanding of natural laws, at least at the level of thought. Then, according to these natural laws, we can earn our wealth in a right manner. With the earned wealth, we can have our desires which can be fulfilled. And ultimately, with all these three, we are making effort for liberation. So ultimately, we are working for liberation. So in essence, in accordance with the right understanding of natural laws, ensuring rightfully earned wealth and fulfillment of wishes, we are making effort for the liberation. So let's try to understand all these four components of this formulation one by one, and we will see how it will help us to live in harmony. So wealth. So what would be our wealth? So all the natural resources, mind and body is our wealth. Mind is our wealth, body is our wealth, and the natural resources available around us are our wealth. So with a healthy mind and healthy body, we can work on natural resources. If our mind is not healthy, if our mind is not in good condition, then we start exploiting our body along with natural resources. So the wealth produced by these resources, the wealth can be produced by using mind, body and natural resources. When we work on natural resources with right utilization of mind and body, a production is made. And this production is in the form of physical facility. So while producing this physical facility, we should be aware about natural laws. We should have a right understanding in ourselves. We should be able to utilize my body. We should be able to recognize our need. So with healthy mind, we are able to ensure, we are able to evaluate our need, and according to need, we do production using natural resources. So achievement of production will be number one, physical facility. So the requirement of food to the body is our need. So to fulfill the demand of sensations is basically to fulfill the need of the body. So fulfillment of one's physical needs as well as fulfillment of physical needs of the other is achievement. So what would we do with production? We will ensure physical facility, we will fulfill needs of my body and my relative's body. This is the achievement of this wealth. this physical facility. So it is also important to understand the production principles of natural resources, based on which we self-organize our occupation, work for the production. So the natural laws are, first, to sustain the cyclability. So when we are going to production, we have to sustain the cyclability of 4 orders. Second, to utilize the resources according to the production. So once I have healthy mind, I have right understanding in me, then I can utilize resources in a right manner. The third one is to be complementary in the enrichment of the rest of nature. So once we are going to utilize these natural resources for the production processes, we have to ensure the enrichment for rest of the nature. So if you observe the nature, there are certain cycles, and all things which we produce remains for certain time. After that, they change into something else. For example, when plants absorb the soil, air, etc., it gradually turns into plant cells and finally into a fruit. And when animal, birds or human eat the same plant leaves, it turns into human body, animal body. So remaining part or waste from animal, birds and human body go back into the air, water and soil. So in this manner, a cyclicity in nature is maintained. So while producing our wealth, while working with physical facility, these natural laws should be maintained, and it can be done with the help of a healthy mind. Okay. So to make the right use of resources is also required. So with cyclicity, with mutual enrichment, we should be able to right utilize the physical facility. If we do this, then the wealth is available to all of us in society. Okay. So let's understand another principle, fulfillment of wishes. So fulfillment of wishes along with understanding of natural laws plus wealth. So once I have understood this natural laws, now I have natural desires in me. Now I am desiring only those things which are harmonious. I am desiring for relationship. I am desiring for fulfilling my needs of body. So with right understanding of natural laws, I will be able to desire harmonious things. If I don't have this right understanding of natural law, I may desire anything that may create chaos for human being and rest of the nature. So that's why fulfillment of wishes can only happen with understanding of natural laws plus wealth. So we can fulfill wishes of oneself, of the society. It means I am aware what is required at the level of family, society, nature, then the whole social order, the whole system. So with right understanding of natural law, I am desiring my wishes, keeping all these three in the center. Okay. Now let's move to another component of this formulation, living with understanding of natural laws. So as I told you, the laws of living in relationship and order, the laws related to order in society and entire nature is required. So living in relationship and order with understanding of natural laws is required for a fulfilling life. So there are existential laws and it is to be connected that living by natural laws organizes the society and societal order. The resolution is having clarity of thought regarding living with an understanding of natural laws. And society and societal order are connected with existential laws. So when we observe it, it gives a holistic solution which connect to living rightfully with natural laws. So understanding of coexistential principle, understanding of coexistential laws is required. So it is to be noted that these behavioral, societal laws and physical laws are existential in nature. We have not to develop it in an arbitrary manner. So from individual to existence, principle of coexistence is working. And we have to ensure these principles at every level. If we ensure these principles at every level, then only a fulfilling life can be ensured. So the existence is governed by existential laws. We have read all these things in UHV2 and UHV3, that coexistence is existence. So coexistence is working at the base at every level. So nature by natural, physical, behavioral, societal laws, all we have to understand. We have to articulate in words. We have to express it in a certain language, certain manner. So resolution is having clarity of thought regarding living and understanding of natural laws. Once we understood these natural laws, we have clarity in myself. We feel resolve in myself. And with resolution, I am able to ensure this coexistence at the level of individual, at the level of family, at the level of nature, at the level of society. So we have already understood it, that coexistence is working at the level of individual, coexistence is working at the level of family in the form of 9 feelings. Coexistence is working at the level of society in the form of comprehensive human goals that you have studied in UHV2. And this coexistence is also working at the level of nature in the form of cyclicity and mutual enrichment in nature. So if we are known to these natural laws, if we know that coexistence is at the center, then we can have a good life. Then we can fulfill our desire. Then we can ensure right utilization of mind, body and health. Then we can ensure right utilization of physical facilities. So for all that, understanding of natural laws is required. So let's move to another component of this formulation, that is liberation. So liberation means now I am able to see the reality as it is. So to see the reality as it is a formulation through which we live in a relationship and ultimately reach at the level of understanding and realization. So when we ensure living with an understanding of natural laws, we acquire rightfully earned wealth, fulfillment of wishes and liberation. We can see these laws are complete organized systems. It helps us to see the complete existential reality. And liberation means I am free from any assumption. Liberation means now I am able to see the reality as it is. So liberation helps us to get rid of all types of bondages which are essentially caused by misunderstanding, confusion. So living with understanding of natural laws, wealth, fulfillment of wishes with liberation. So along with this, we can fulfill our desire which are according to natural laws. So once I see the reality as it is, I get rid of all type of bondages. and this liberation is our ultimate goal. And to achieve this liberation, we have to produce things, we have to fulfill relationship, but our ultimate goal is liberation. Okay. So let's sum up. We have studied these 4 components of this formulation: right understanding of natural laws, wealth, wishes, and liberation. So if we understand this formulation, again we feel harmony in myself, I live in relationship with others, and I ensure harmony with rest of natures, and I also achieve liberation. Liberation means now I am free from any assumption, I am free from any dogmas, I am free from any preconditioning. I have realized myself. I have realized this coexistence. So this is basically liberation. So it's all from my side for this lecture. Thank you very much. I hope you will be able to understand these formulations. In next lecture, we will study another formulation which would help us to live in relationship. Thank you very much. Have a good day.